If you've ever asked yourself, should I focus on Instagram or LinkedIn to get more clients? Please stop right there, because most coaches these days are picking a platform based on popularity and not profitability. And that's exactly why you're stuck right now. You're showing up, you're posting, you're getting views and maybe even likes, but you're not getting paid. So the real problem here isn't your content, it's the platform you're betting on. Because both Instagram and LinkedIn work very different. One builds connection and the other builds authority. But only one of them is supposed to bring in the kind of clients that you actually want. And the right content on the wrong platform is still the wrong move. Today, I'm gonna break down exactly what each platform is really built for, which platform you should choose, and how to convert your content into clients. See, Instagram and LinkedIn are not even competitors. They aren't fighting for the same thing. These two platforms are completely different playgrounds. And if you don't know the rules of each one, you'll keep playing the wrong game. Because Instagram is built for connection, while LinkedIn is built for conversion. Instagram is where people scroll looking for energy, aesthetics, and storytelling. They want to feel inspired, seen, or entertained. So it's where your audience wants to see the vibe of your brand. But on the other hand, LinkedIn is where people scroll to think. They're here to learn, they're here to solve problems, because on LinkedIn, your audience is already in the decision-making mode. They're not on it for the vibe, but they're there for the value. On Instagram, curiosity is the king. Your post needs to make people feel something so they can stop the scroll. But if your content doesn't pull on emotion, it will get ignored no matter how pretty it looks. But on LinkedIn, clarity is cash. Your post needs to get straight to the point. If your message isn't clear on LinkedIn, people will skip it. This is why I see so many coaches doing the right thing but on the wrong platform. You could be telling emotional stories on LinkedIn and getting no response. You could be posting logical how-to tips on Instagram and wondering why no one cares. Because both platforms definitely work, but only if you understand how your audience behaves on each one. I'll make this really simple for you. You don't need more content. You need a system that turns your content into conversations and those conversations into clients. Because your content alone won't pay your bills. Posting every day, going viral, getting shares, all that feels good, but going viral doesn't mean that you're building a business. I had a client once with over 20,000 followers on Instagram. One of her reels hit 1 million views and her DMs were full of fire emojis and "this is so me" replies. But her calendar was still empty. She was exhausted and she kept asking, why is no one buying? That's because she wasn't positioning her offer while telling her stories. Yes, she was getting attention, but she was not building her authority, and attention is never equal to authority. So we made this shift for her. We repurposed her content on LinkedIn with the same voice and message, but made it a bit sharper and a bit more direct. We rewrote her bio and clarified her promise by posting one piece that spoke directly to her ideal client's problem. And within just 2 weeks, she started getting DMs that didn't say, I love this, but instead it said, can we talk? That's the shift. That's when content starts working for you and not against you. And this isn't just one story. I've been doing this for over 3 years now, helping coaches, creators, experts build personal brands that actually sell. Apart from looking cute online, I've helped coaches with 500 followers get booked out for months. And I've worked with coaches sitting on 50,000 followers who still weren't making sales until we fixed their system. Because no matter how many people see you, it's about what your content says to them and what it makes them to do next. And if you're serious about turning your content into clients, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I drop videos like this every week. And trust me, you wouldn't want to miss the next one. Okay, now let's talk about Instagram, because yes, it can work like crazy, but only if you use it the right way. Instagram is where you build vibe-based trust. It's for storytelling, it's for showing your face and humanizing your brand. This is where people feel your energy before they even hear your offer. That's powerful only if you know how to use it, because Instagram gives you visibility fast. As you know, reels can blow up in a day, your stories can build real connection, and your DMs can turn conversations that feel personal. So it's a perfect space to show who you are and why people should care. But most coaches go wrong with it. They post consistently, but there's no structure behind it. Their offer either lacks clarity or is poorly positioned. It's like posting vibes but not value, because you're educating but never leading people to the next step. And then you wonder why people love your content but never ask how to work with you. Hear me out. Instagram is at the top of the funnel. It's meant to attract and not close. This is the harsh truth. Instagram can bring eyes and attention, but attention without direction is just noise. So if you don't have an offer that's crystal clear, and if you don't give people a reason to ask questions, your content will not convert whatsoever. And this is why most coaches stay stuck. They keep hoping for a viral post to turn into a sale, but without a system, it's not possible. So if you're using Instagram, use it to warm people up. Let them see your face, let them hear your story, let them feel connected to you, but don't expect it to do everything, because Instagram is great at making you seen, but not always making you paid. Now, moving to LinkedIn, it isn't boring or dry, and it's definitely not just for the corporate types. You need to change that mindset. LinkedIn is actually built for buyers. It's where people come to find solutions, make decisions, and invest in things that help them grow. So if your offer helps professionals, businesses, or solves a career-related problem and you're not showing up on LinkedIn, you're kicking off opportunities yourself. Simple as that. What makes LinkedIn so powerful is the intent of the audience. People aren't just scrolling for fun here. They're on it to learn, to improve, to find something that actually works for their life or for their business. And unlike Instagram, LinkedIn doesn't care how pretty your content looks. It pays attention to your authority, and your authority isn't built through aesthetics, it's built through ideas and offers. That's why it works so well with coaches in leadership, business, or consulting. It's perfect for you if you have high-ticket offers, done for your services, or coaching programs where trust and clarity matter more than trends. Let me share an example with you. I had a client once who barely touched Instagram. She felt like she didn't look like a typical coach, and she hated making reels. So we focused on her LinkedIn instead. We posted 2 to 3 posts a week with real stories with sharp insights. That's it. No fluff. And within 6 weeks, she signed 3 new clients without running a single ad or sending hundreds of cold DMs. Because when you say the right thing in the right place, people automatically notice. That's the power of positioning, and that's the power of a platform that rewards value over vibes. So if you're an expert at what you do, and if your work changes lives or mindsets, LinkedIn is where you'll finally get paid for what you know instead of what you post. And if you know how to use LinkedIn properly, you can go viral and you will get clients. So now you might be thinking, Maham, this all makes sense, but where do I actually start? I got you. If you're still stuck between Instagram and LinkedIn, ask yourself 3 simple questions. The first question is, who do you help? If your audience is lifestyle driven, think personal growth, wellness, and relationships, Instagram might be the better place for you. But if your clients are business owners, professionals, or career focused, LinkedIn is where they're already paying attention. So you should be heading there. Second question, ask, what's your offer price point? If you're selling something under $500, Instagram can work really well, especially if you're building a community or launching low-ticket offers. But if your offer is above $10,000 or more, LinkedIn becomes your sweet spot, because that's where high-intent buyers live, and they're not afraid to invest if your message is clear enough. Third question, what's your content strength? Are you better at emotional storytelling or showing up on camera? Instagram will let you lean into that better. But if you're great at simplifying ideas or teaching through insight, LinkedIn will help you shine better. The fact is, platform doesn't get you clients. Your clarity does. Your system does. The platform just delivers your message. So stop overthinking where to post and start focusing on what you're actually saying and who you're saying it to. Because when that's clear, the platform automatically starts working for you. And hey, drop a comment below and tell me, are you team Instagram or team LinkedIn right now? I want to know where you're exactly showing up so I can create more content for that. And if you've made it this far, here's what I want to tell you. You're not stuck because your content isn't good. You're stuck because no one showed you how to use the right platform with the right system. This isn't about choosing between Instagram and LinkedIn because one is better than the other. It's about knowing which one makes sense for your brand, for your offer, and for your clients. If your message isn't clear, if your offer isn't positioned, and if your content isn't built to create trust, then no platform can help you. But once that's fixed, both platforms can work incredibly well for you. So what I want you to do next is go back to your last 5 posts and ask yourself if it is clear and connect with your audience. If the answer is no, that's okay. This can be your starting line, because once you know what to say and where to say it, your content finally starts doing what it was always meant to do. It will start bringing in clients who will be ready to work with you. And if you want more help turning your content into clients, just stick around. I'll be bringing more powerful strategies in the next one. See you there.